Hello there guys, welcome to the channel where today we are continuing with the Scar series. If you were around for the last video, we discussed how Cody might have gotten his scar during the Clone Wars. Of course, that was speculative, but I tried to make sense of it as much as I could. However, this one is quite factual. How Wolffe lost his eye, and this is not only Legends, believe it or not, but in a rare instance, it is mostly the same both in Legends and Canon. I was surprised to see that they accepted this into the canon as well. I mean, in my experience, even the smallest things were thrown into Legends when Disney took over, so to see this getting retained was quite a surprise. Here are both the canon and Legend sources for how Wolffe lost his eye. If you want to discuss this or any other thing with me more in depth, then follow me on Twitter where I'm on constantly. Link in the description. With that out of the way guys, let us start with the video. It all began on the Battle of Korm. It was an icy planet where Wolffe, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, and a young Major Ozzel participated in. Wolffe was constantly at odds with Ozzel, especially on a careless attack that Ozzel orchestrated without scouting the weapons of the Separatists, and as a result they were gunned down, but luckily survived. At the same time, Plo Koon was dueling against Asajj Ventress, and what's worse, in her hand she had a detonator that, if activated, she would detonate bombs scattered all across the mine they were fighting in. As they were fighting, Kit Fisto and Wolffe were about to infiltrate the mine, but the time had come. Asajj was about to press the detonator, but quickly Plo Koon used the force to remove it from her hand, and as Asajj jumped and ran towards the detonator, it was shot down by Wolffe. Realizing she was now cornered, Asajj jumps at Wolffe and slashed at the left side of his face and ran away. This is the official explanation as to how Wolffe lost his eye, but have you noticed that in this comic she struck him at the left side of his face, but in the Clone Wars series it's his right eye that was lost? Well, let's dive into it and explain this inconsistency. This error derived between the 9th issue of the Clone Wars comic series and Wolffe's appearance in the 2nd season of the Clone Wars series. Although the comic book portrayed Wolffe's left eye as being the one gouged out by Asajj Ventress, the episode Grievous Intrigue made his right eye to be the injured one. This left a lot of questions that were posed by the fandom. We were definitely puzzled, but the paperback version of this comic issue that released after the episode Grievous Intrigue corrected this inconsistency by portraying Wolffe's right eye to be the one that Ventress injured during the Battle of Korm. Dave Filoni also clarified this canonical error, verifying that Wolffe's cybernetic eye came when Ventress injured his right side. He also added that yes, he lost it in a fight with Asajj Ventress when she used her lightsaber to cut it right off his head. However, if it wasn't for Plo Koon and Kit Fisto being nearby, Commander Wolffe might not be with us anymore. So that's a pretty deadly secret that he kinda keeps to himself. That's a very true statement, as she was furious at that moment. The two Jedi made her attack quickly and escape. Imagine if she faced Wolffe with no Jedi around. She would not only injure his eye, but she would demolish him completely. So yeah, he's a lucky Wolffe. Sorry. In canon, it is very similar to this story. The attack happened on the planet Korm, but the attack was not led by Fisto and Plo Koon, but by Anakin Skywalker. As far as I can tell, that's the only difference between canon and Legends as it pertains to this event. With that said, what do you guys think of this injury? Although it turned out that Wolffe went on to live most than other clones, how do you think he handled his life after this disastrous injury? Let us know down in the comments, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up and hit that bell to get notified the moment a new video is up. Have an awesome day, my friends, and may the Force be with you always.